Okay, so here we are. We've taken our set of slides. We've opened Pear Deck as a sidebar. We've gone to the blue circles and we've added a text option to one or more slides, but one is enough. What we want now is for our student to be able to access these slides while we are teaching so that they can have them forwarding and moving on their device as you are controlling them in class. So you will have control of your student watching this slideshow. Okay, all I'm going to do is press this button that says present with Pear Deck. And when I press that, it makes a lesson available to join. And this will work in conjunction with Teams. So I'm going to choose an instructor-paced activity because I want to have control of when the sequence we're going through the lesson. So I've chosen that. And it can take a few seconds to load. And when it does, it will provide a code for anyone who wants to come into the lesson. So students can go to the website, it says here, joinpd.com. They can then type in this code here and they will be into the lesson and it will tell you here that they've joined. However, there's an easier way to do this in Teams that may also be helpful to you. However, it's very easy. If your students get used to using joinpd.com, you can simply just even say, this is the code, or you can quickly copy and paste the code and put it into the chat box in Teams. But also there's a way where it says give students a link here, you can actually copy that link. And then when you've got your lesson running in Teams, so I've got a lesson running in Teams here, the meeting chat is available here. And I simply go in and I put that link. That means the student at home who I'm streaming to can now click on that link and be directly into the lesson. But equally, I could have just typed the code if they're used to going into joinpd.com. So I've got my device here. This is what the students will see. I'm not sure how clear that is to you, but they essentially get a picture of a pear and a box to put the code in. That's it. So the code here is DYVTCP. DYVTCP. So they will enter the code and they will be asked to sign in to their account. So at the moment, I've got the authenticator just checking. And once that goes through and I choose my wheeled account, I am then in. And that's the only bit that does slow it down. But obviously the student at home can be doing this maybe while there's a starter activity going on. So they will immediately get this screen, which simply says, how are you feeling today? You know, that you don't get any record of this. It's just a kind of nice start. And then it says it's loading the presentation for them. And if you see there now, they've got the slideshow on their device. So when I click start class and it tells me down here I have one student connected. So if I was doing this with a whole class, I would, or if it was remote, I might see 20, 30 students connected. When I start the class, I am now forwarding my slides from, let's just move that. I'm forwarding my slides down here. So I can see I've got 18 slides. And the magic of this is the student view. And when I forward my slide, it changes for the student. And that's so simple that I don't even have to give them the file for the PowerPoint. I can simply let them into Pear Deck and they can follow along with the lesson. So they have everything there. This can be great for students who are maybe visually impaired and they're sitting somewhere in the room where they can't see the board so well. They can actually access their learning on a device. This can be great for home learning. And in the next clip, I will show you how you can reveal your student answers on the screen. So students can see each other's answers and you can see all of the students' answers, which at the moment gets over the problem of not being able to look over students' shoulders, not being able to go to the back of the room and wanting to see everybody's suggestions to get that formative assessment that we really need to drive learning forwards.